In this video, I'm going to show you how to build a picnic table, or half a picnic table. If you build two, you'll have a whole picnic table. Either way, it turned out nice, and if you're interested, I have the build plans linked down in the description. This entire project is made out of 2x6 materials. I use treated. And for the cut list, you're going to need 6 pieces at 47 inches. This is going to be the 3 boards for the tabletop, 2 boards for the seat, and a stretcher piece. You'll need 2 pieces at 35 inches. These will be the back legs. 2 pieces at 30 inches. These will be the bottom supports. 2 pieces at 22.5 inches. These will be the front legs. 2 pieces at 11.5 inches. These will be for the seat supports. 2 pieces at 17 inches. These are for the tabletop supports. And you'll need another 47-inch piece that'll be ripped to 3.5 inches on the table saw. This will be the footrest, and we'll take that scrap from that cut and make a piece that's 40.5 inches by 2 inches. Now there's a lot of pieces that goes into this, but it goes together fairly quickly once you have all your cuts made. And they're easy cuts, no tricks here. To put this together, I'm going to be using 2.5-inch deck screws. Carriage bolts will be a good choice for some of the bracing. I just stuck with the deck screws, and I've used them before and they hold up pretty well. In fact, they held up so well that my dog sleeps on it every day in the sun, right on the tabletop. Which wouldn't be so bad if he wasn't a husky and just shed everywhere all the time. Anyways, you should have about 18 pieces once this is all cut. And we'll take one piece over to the table saw. Over at the table saw, I set my fence at 3.5 inches. And I ripped the 47-inch piece at that width. I then take it over to the miter saw and trim it down to 40.5 inches. And then the thinner piece will be the toe rest, or the foot rest. Now it's time for assembly. I'm going to start off by making the sides. The long piece is 35 inches. The bottom piece there is 22 inches. Actually, I'm sorry, it's 30 inches. And the front leg there is 22.5 inches. I'm using 4 2.5-inch deck screws to hold everything in place. And I'm going to pre-drill each hole so I don't split the wood. And the next side will be exactly the same, just a mirror image of this leg, which I guess that wouldn't be exactly the same, it'd be a mirror image, but you get my drift. We're going to have 2 sides that are mirror images of each other, so that way the table will go together correctly. Again, I'm using 2.5-inch deck screws here. 4, actually I think I used 5 on each side. 4 would work though. And if you wanted to use carriage bolts, that would be fine too. I've been seeing these pictures of these benches or picnic tables for a long time now, and I just wanted to try to make one. I thought they were kind of cool. So I gave it my best shot, and it turned out pretty nice. Now on the seat support pieces and the tabletop support pieces, I'm going to cut the corners off. I'm just measuring 2 inches up and 2 inches over on one side of each piece. And I'm going to take it over to the miter saw and cut the angle. It's about a 45-degree angle there. Thought I'd add a little decorational look to it. Well, yeah, that's what I'm doing, just marking these lines with the carpenter square, and I come back with my ruler and connect the dots. Pretty simple. You can mess around with the angle if you want. It doesn't have to be the 2 inches over, 2 inches down. You can do 3 inches over, 2 inches down. Whatever you want to do. This is just easy, so that's what I did. And once the lines are completed, it's over to the miter saw. Cut the corners of the 4 pieces, and then it's on to the next step. I'm cutting these pieces, just watch your fingers. It's kind of a close cut. But then again, if you're woodworking, you should always be watching your fingers. It's part of the job. Next, on the tabletop support pieces, the 17 inches, I'm going to measure over from the end 10 inches on each piece and mark a line. This line will be our guide when it comes time to install these pieces. It'll show us where to screw them into place at, with the right amount of overhang to put the tabletop boards on. Time to move outside on this nice summer day. I'm going to attach one of the 47-inch pieces. This is the stringer or stretcher piece, whatever you want to call it. It's going to go flush up against the back legs and flush with the sides. I'm using two 2.5-inch deck screws to hold this into place. Once you have this in place, it'll be pretty much freestanding. You won't keep tipping over on you like it was me. And then it's time for the footrest. This is that 2-inch piece, that's 47 inches. Using a couple 2.5-inch deck screws here to hold that in place. And this is flush right up against the front legs. And as you can see, it's taken shape already, and we just started. Now I'm adding the seat support pieces. I'm marking 3 inches over from each side and drawing a line. The space in between the lines will be the meat of the 2x6 front leg. It'll give me an idea where I need to screw the pieces at, and it kind of centers it up for us. I'm just using 4 2.5-inch deck screws, like for everything else on this build. Screw that into place. Then it'll be the exact same thing on the other side. With 3 inches from each side, and then just screw it in place. Easy peasy. If you made it this far into the video, don't forget to like and subscribe. I'm just new to YouTube and I'm looking for some new friends. Woodworking friends, or not. Now I'm going to add the back support piece. I'm measuring 9 inches down from the top of the back legs and marking a line. The support piece will go below the line. You can use a level here. If you get it close to your line, it should be good enough. I'm just using 2.5-inch deck screws, 2 of them on each side to hold it in place. This will prevent a lot of the wobble that you're going to get if you don't use it. And then for the tabletop supports, I'm going to find that 10-inch line that we marked earlier and line it up with the front of the back leg and then screw them in place. So you should have the majority of the tabletop support hanging over the front of the table, which will bring the tabletop boards closer to the seat. Then once it's screwed in place, we can start adding our seat boards. Those will just be 2 of the 47 inchers, a couple screws in each one. It's about 1 3/4 inch overhang on each side. I just have them flush up against the seat support there, and it leaves a little gap for drainage for water and the outside elements. Then once these are in place, we can attach the tabletop boards, and this will be 3 of the 47-inch 2x6 pieces. Same thing, I have the front one flush with the tabletop support and the back one flush with the tabletop support, and then the middle one in the middle, just kind of spaced evenly apart with a little bit of overhang on each side. Doesn't have to be perfect. This is a picnic table, half a picnic table. And once those are in place, your table is pretty much finished. You can do some sanding if you'd like, finish it however you want, paint it, stain it. I chose to stain it a toasted bagel stain by Bear, which is just a deck stain that I had laying around. And I used my sprayer and gave that a nice couple coats. It's a nice color for some outdoor furniture, I think. It's brown, but it's not too brown. This is the Wagner Flexio 3500 sprayer, if you're curious. And just like that, we have our half picnic table, 2 of them to make one full picnic table. Easy. Thanks for watching.